Hey guys, it's cooperCodes here, and another late night for me. It's 9:50 right now. I'm going to be doing this challenge. It's 5 programming problems every software engineer should be able to solve in less than an hour. So I just want to see where I'm at with my coding skills, and a shout out to shiftitup.com. This is their content. This is not my content. I'm not claiming it. I'm using it. Just gonna put that disclaimer out there. So yeah, this is their stuff. Pretty much, I haven't looked at the problems at all, so I'm just gonna go through these problems. I just wrote it down. I also have some other daily programmer ones that I looked up earlier that look decent. So if I finish this in less than an hour, I'll switch to some of these. So yeah, some actual programming for once. And if anyone's interested, it looks like I took about 18 pages of notes in the past 3 days. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, lots of information, lots of new stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep it going. So I'm gonna have commentary for just reading the problem, then I'm gonna go in the fast forward, and then I'm gonna have commentary after I finished every single problem. I'm just gonna fast forward through it all just so you guys can see the process. Alright, first problem. Write 3 functions that complete the sum of the numbers in a given list using a for loop. Okay, you can see all the problems right there. Alright, so yeah, the audio is going to switch over now to the voiceover. Alright guys, just getting into programming here. First, I start with the compute sum list, for loop, and the while loop. So the for loop and the while loop, I had like no problems. I did them decently. Speedy. But for the recursion, I was having some problems, and I realized I was just like shooting in the dark, and so I'm gonna go back and like probably do like a video on recursion, or find the recursion chapter in my book and take a look at that, because I forget how recursion works. I kind of understood the basic what it wanted me to do, but I was unsure as how I returned the value of the sum. I was getting confused there. So combine lists. I just assume they're the same length because the example assumes that. It wouldn't be that hard to do it if they were different lengths, but I just wanted to make it easy, make the code look cleaner. So I was having some issues where my strings had an undefined in the beginning of them. It was pretty weird. So it could be like undefined A, undefined 1. You guys can see to the left there. I was looking up to see if anyone else had this issue, and what I found is not really what I was looking for. And eventually I found that by just deleting just by doing that, what I just did there is just having only new array and not new array with an index, I was able to get it to the right response. So that's pretty good. Wow, Fibray.length is less than 100. So yeah, this is the Fibonacci stuff. And I checked my responses, and my last number was correct. So I'm just assuming that the output was correct. But this took me a little bit. I was having some issues where in the beginning, those beginning lines of code, it would, I'm trying a bunch of stuff out here, as you can see. It was turning the fib array to a string, or I was console logging a string, so I was pretty confused as to what was happening there. I thought I'd be like having an array, so I was like, what the heck's going on here? But eventually I found a way that worked. I forget how I did it though. And then I did some testing here. Pardon my French in the console.log. And then I got it to where it actually was making an array of 100 things, so that's good news. So then I just kept on trying some other stuff out, and I was actually using the compute sum lists of my previous thing, so that's also cool. Then I read the thing again, and I realized you have to have the first, and it's like I thought it was the sum of the entire array, so that was a mistake I made. But then I just switched it back to my own little thing here. I checked my last number, it was correct for the 100th number, and yeah. Okay, so I really was trying to split this thing up. I ended up deleting this code because I realized like how like far away I was from I thought I could split numbers up. I was wrong. See, then I delete this. I was just gonna like, yeah, I didn't know what I was thinking, honestly. I was gonna split the integers up into each, like one, like a 50 would be a 5 and then a 0. Then it'd just be like you stack the 9s, you stack the 8s, you stack the highest numbers first, you know. So yeah, this one, honestly, I feel like I learned a lot here. It's just is a lot of coding. So I got that information from online. It's getting an array from a number string. It seemed to work. Yeah, it did work actually, as you can see on the left. So then I did this. So I was just checking the lengths, and so I was like thinking in my head like 90 versus 50 and stuff like that, and like and then 9 versus 50. Yeah, it was getting intense. And then like if the first number is 9, then that's gonna win. At least this is what I was thinking. If the first number is greater, then or the first number of the number, we're going to the left here. So if it was 100, it would be 1. If that number is larger, then the other number, then that larger number wins, and then that would make the entire value of the full number larger, if that explanation makes sense. And so I was doing lots of if statements here, and the coding actually ends pretty soon. It's kind of hard to see how much I was doing because this video is so fast, but I was getting tired, and yeah, and even after I said I'm done, I still kind of looked at it for a little bit just to make sure. So yeah, that was my struggles, and it's 7 o'clock right now, 7 a.m. and so I'm gonna look at it again, but I'm not going to I'm gonna look at it again, and then I'm gonna make another video, hopefully making talking about what I did wrong and how I got it right. But if that doesn't work, I'll make a Stack Overflow post or something and get some help, or if anyone else is trying to help me out. And I can also send my code. I was thinking about doing GitHub repositories, so if you're interested in that, I could probably do a GitHub repository of the entire code base. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, if you like this video, subscribe and like. I appreciate it. Comment if there's anything you want to know, anything you are interested in. Alright, if you watch this, appreciate it as always, and I'll see you guys later.